Hi, my name is Heather Barnstable, and this is my friend Fuyi, who moved to Estevan in January of 2015 from Weihai, China. I've asked her to share some of her life story with you, and we're doing this to give God all the glory for how He has impacted her life. So what brought you to Canada, Fuyi?
My husband applied PR card for me, so he brought me to Estevan in 2015. And actually, when I look back, I believe God brought me to Canada.
Did you ever think that you would live anywhere else than China growing up? And what was your life growing up like?
Yes, when I was interested in the world when I was younger. So I grew up in with my parents and brother in China. I went to university to get law degree, and I work in a construction company office and run a small store.
How difficult was it to adjust to life in Canada? What were some of your greatest difficulties?
Yeah, it's hard, because I didn't know English very well and different culture, and I was homesick because there's no family and friends here.
So, how did we come to know each other?
My friend I went to the church and we joined the Bible study because we wanna learn English and make friends. So we met in the Bible study, and after the Bible study was finished, we just started in your house.
That's right. So, had you ever been to church before or knew anything about the Bible?
I know a little bit about God, but actually I never. There's no church in our city when I was in China, so I never been to church in China.
So, about 6 months into being in Canada, you found that your marriage was in great difficulty and you were alone and pregnant. So, how did God provide for you, and what were those experiences like?
Yeah, I have to find my own place to live, and I was sick with being pregnant, and I have to find a way to support myself, and I have no way to go around.
Yeah, so we started teaching you how to drive so that you would be able to get your license and make a life for yourself. And how did God speak to you for the first time during that period in your life?
One night, God was in my dream, so He just talked to me. He told me, "Don't worry about this situation. He will take care of me, and if I need any help, just talk to you, let you know, just trust you."
So God spoke very clearly and directly through her, through a dream. So, in a little over a year from arriving in Canada, you gave birth to your son. Can you describe that experience?
Yeah, no, I don't have any experience taking care baby, but I believe God will take care of me. So I told you about this difficulty, and you prayed for me, and I think God sent lots of people, lots of friends to help me.
Yes, it was great to see that people rallied around you to help you during that time. So you took your son Ethan back to China when he was about 3 months old, so your parents could help raise him. And how did God answer a prayer while you were in China, even?
I have got the wrong visa for him, so he cannot stay in China longer than 6 months. But I want he can stay in China 1 year. So we went to police station and they said no, he cannot stay longer than 6 months. So I emailed you and some friends prayed for me, and then we went to different city and we got a new visa so he could stay in China 1 year.
And that was really a miracle, because I remember us praying and in the ladies group for you, and one of the ladies had a clear picture that you would be handed that visa from a man in a light colored uniform, and that's exactly how God did that. So it was a real miracle for us too. So in other ways, has God provided for you?
He provide me a place so I can afford it, and I got the driver license and a car, and I got another part-time job because hotel was cutting hours. So yeah.
So yes, God has provided for every need, physical need of yours. It probably would have been easy for you just to stay in China, but you felt God directing you back to Canada. So you came on your own to help support your son, and you were separated, like you said, for about a year before your mom came here with him to Canada. So was that a hard year for you?
Yes, it's hard. It was hard because I miss my son, and I have to work a lot because I have to pay for two-bedroom apartment so my mom and my son can get place to live.
So your mom came back with your son to Canada, and then suddenly in the fall of 2019, she had to go back to back to China, and that was just before the pandemic hit. Being that she was your main babysitter, how has God provided once again for you in that time?
Actually, I was on the waiting list for daycare, and they told me I cannot get a spot maybe until next year. So just before my mom was leaving, I think I told you and you prayed for us, and then daycare just says, oh, we have a spot open next month. So yeah, I just before my mom leaving, I got a spot in daycare.
Yeah, another miracle happened just like that. It opened up a spot for her. The right place, the right age group, and so on. So recently, you've been trying to juggle 3 jobs, and yet you felt God speaking to you again, saying that you were too busy and you needed to make some adjustments to your life. So can you tell how we prayed and how he answered that prayer?
Yeah, we prayed for full-time job like for a few years, and recently I got a full-time job position, and there's no I don't need I have no interview, and have to apply. I don't have to apply it. Just offered to me.
Yes, so indeed another miracle. A job was offered to her that very week without her even having to apply or interview for it. So during this past week, we've kept up our Bible study and we've been learning how to experience God. What are some things that God has spoken to you through the study?
God is always working. God give me hope. God give me wisdom when I need to adjust my life, and God speaks to me through Bible, dreams, other people, circumstance, and God loves me. God chooses me, and Yeah, so I think, yeah, we just always trust God. God's always good.
Yes, we believe that God chose Fuyi to be here. He pursued her. He developed a loving relationship with her. And we truly give God all the glory for what He has done in her life and what He's going to do yet.